You are also giving Sylas a Leona ultimate with AP scaling, so it is a difficult decision to make, and I think that's the reason perhaps they didn't go for the Alistar, because Sylas with an Alistar ult is so difficult to deal with. Alistar will be locked in for promisq. The wrong way around, so we'll pretend.
Okay, yeah, sure. Now, this was the cross map that I was expecting during the Herald. So Astralis sort of wanted to contest for the Heralds, decided against it. They then realized.
Continue to see that skill matchup in the mid lane. Not really doing a huge amount. Here's the Vetheo. Vedius is going to be given across to Kobbe. So all that extra gold's going to go in the Xayah's pocket. promisq's trying to come in from the side, as well as Zanzarah is on a blast cone waiting to jump in, but he has been spotted on a ward, I believe, pretty much that entire time. TP coming in. Zanzarah locked in place, stunned up, and immediately dead. Feathers fly from Kobbe, but he's surrounded by Astralis. The double TP has been used. Vetheo trying to dive into the backline, but Jeskla's going to be able to dive away. Instead, the Shuriken will follow him up. They can't quite kill him up. Perfect execution gets just in range, and there's WhiteKnight underneath the tower, killed off by HiRit, and it's an execution in the bottom lane. Misfits get out 5 for 1.
And finally, the violence that we were looking for afterwards, because you can basically ignore them, especially this early into the game. And Misfits come out with a clean fight. It looks like we're going to get another one immediately.
Zenith playing onto Magifelix. There's a Shuriken as well, but Vander is kind of in no man's land. Has to flash away. The chasers on. Solar Flare came out there. Magifelix stealing away the power of the sun as he dives back onto Vander. 1 kill to him. promisq now. Next to 4. Both supports are dead. Jeskla joins the fray as Misfits will back away.
Okay, so just main contest over control over the river. For now, it seems that Astralis are going to hold on to it. Razork doesn't have his ultimate up, so I think that Misfits are just going to give this one away because they are not strong enough and they might look for some escape kills.
What do we got? Veteo's got ult. Kobbe doesn't have his yet. HiRit steps forward, straight into the midst of them with a Heartbreaker. They're looking for Magifelix. Razork trying to dive forward, but can't quite get the damage down. Vetheo, I don't think he hit the Shuriken there.
If he had, he definitely would have chased, because those
HiRit here. Hex Flash is going to be used. promisq will look for the knockback. Zanzarah coming from the side as well, as there's no way for HiRit to get out of this one. They all dive bomb onto him, and HiRit will fall. Shut down as well, over to Zanzarah.
Looks like his ultimate. The Misfits that can eventually grow into what the Mad Lions have, the player like Humanoid, with what Rogue have, the player like Larson, you know, and G2 with players like Caps, and what Perks was originally. Like
that you would want from one of those EU mids, one of those cornerstones of a team. But this game, he's having a strong performance. 3-0-2 on the Akali. Riftmaker complete, and Razork and Vander are looking for a kill on Zanzarah, but here's promisq waiting for it. Jeskla going in for the damage as well. Vander's already down. Stormbringer coming out from Razork as he dives onto Zanzarah. We'll get the kill, and HiRit's going to steal away the Xin Zhao. Jeskla jumps across the wall. So does Magifelix. WhiteKnight chased by Vetheo, and Vetheo now behind enemy lines, all on his own, so doesn't have the perfect execution and doesn't have a hope in hell. Oh, he quite does, as he manages to get away from the explosive charge. Apparently, hell is very much more hopeful than I expected it to be, Vedius. HiRit chasing promisq underneath this tower, but that cow will be able to escape.
And it looks like Misfits end up coming out ahead once more. 2 for 1. The question is, did they get the objective? It doesn't look like any objective was really fought for. I thought that originally the Herald was the point of contention. But in any case, he's not getting away. He goes back to base in the middle of the lane, and he is punished for it with his life. Ends up being a 2 for 2 overall, and with the Drake spawning in 50.
A little bit later on that reset, Magifelix does have the TP. Astralis will start up the dragon, and it's pretty much free for them, as that kill on HiRit means that Misfits do not want to take the fight.
Finds himself on a 2 versus 1, but it doesn't matter because we're back to live.
HiRit finds himself in a 2 versus 1 as well. It's going to use the Heartbreaker to get underneath the tower. Razork is waiting just around the corner here, but Astralis should be able to secure this turret. First of the game for them. That gold lead still only about 4,000 here, Vedi. It's going to be shrunk a little bit as that tower goes. Well, it was 5,000 at 16 minutes. And it's actually gone down. His ratio's got nerfed a little bit, but for now we're going to talk about the fact that Misfits are setting up around this Baron. They have started it. They were spotted on a ward as they went towards it.
TP.
Fast auto-duration coming out. As you say, WhiteKnight does not have the TP. Astralis very much know this is happening. Vetheo doing his best humanoid impression as he waits in a bush to see if he can catch out someone, but that Baron is going lower and lower. 2,000 on it. Razork's going to secure it with the smite, and now Misfits continue to look for the fight. WhiteKnight has joined the fray. Solar Flare goes a little bit wide. Razork diving forward onto promisq, but can't quite get the damage down. And now the re-engage comes in. Zanzarah, Crescent Guard, Featherstorm comes out. Vetheo trying to dive onto the backline, trying to get onto Jeskla, but he just can't get the damage down right now. Stormbringer being used. promisq with a 3-man knock-up on the backline, but Jeskla just can't get away from Vetheo. A double for the Akali. And 5 kills to 1 in favor of Misfits.
Another clean ace from the side of Misfits. Yes, they did.
23 minutes in, they are in total control of this game, and as you say, looking to pick up a win here. Would put them back up near the top of the standings, tied with Rogue until we see Rogue play G2 later on today. 9 wins has been the cusp usually. Misfits would be 1 away.
So let's just keep track of the Akali in this fight, because I think that playing Akali in teamfights is very difficult. What Vetheo does is very smart. So he's going to use his E initially to kind of create a bit of a gap between him and promisq. Then he's going to go back in, use it as a means to get on top of Jeskla, and now he's buying time. Look at the chaos that he's creating in the team fight, and now he's just waiting for a target to get a little bit lower, go for the execute, and look, he lands another E onto Jeskla. Jeskla just doesn't get to play in this fight because of the commitment that Vetheo has onto that backline. At the beginning of the draft, I was saying, how much access is Vetheo actually going to have onto this Tristana? Well, it turns out when you play Akali like he does, you're going to have an incredible amount of attachment power, I guess is my English for this. Sticking power. But look at that, 4,000 damage. You know, props to Vetheo. His Akali definitely is clean, and he played that fight beautifully.
Yeah, really good stuff there from Misfits all around. Now that gold lead up to 9,000. Razork yet to die this game as well. He's got himself a Spirit Visage as well on this Volibear. So very strong all around from Misfits as they look to try and close this one out. Astralis really back on their haunches, back on their heels, don't really know what to do. There is a dragon up for them in 8 seconds time, but they can't even walk into their own jungle, never mind towards that neutral objective. HiRit's going to push in this bottom lane, the rest of Misfits in the mid. Magifelix only just finishing his recall as at first tower in the bottom lane, almost down. Mid lane tower about down to half. HiRit has one more minion here, but the rest of Astralis are actually looking for him. HiRit Path going to try and get him away, but he doesn't get the invisibility. Heartbreaker used as well, but he's been rooted in place. HiRit doesn't really manage to do anything there. He did get the tower low.
Flash, while he does have the ult, the Stride Baker basically rendered it useless, which meant that Astralis could get themselves another quick kill, so props to them.
I guess HiRit dying did mean that Misfits had the time to go and set up for the Dragon, so no Cloud Soul yet for Astralis, but Astralis are looking for a little bit more. HiRit has TP in 20 seconds when he comes back. Kobbe trying to do the damage here onto Zanzarah. Zanzarah dives in onto him, and Kobbe with the Feather Storm able to survive. Magifelix used the chains a little bit early, but he will still get the shutdown onto Kobbe, and now Misfits got to find a way back to safety, got to find a way out of here. The Solar Flare stolen away. Razork dodges to the side of it, still slow, but the Stormbringer will get him underneath the tower. Jeskla is currently sitting on 3 items. Infinity Edge complete for him, so if he can survive, he can do a lot of work here. But Dragon started up. Where is Vetheo? That's the guy you got to keep your eyes on. The Ninja Assassin Wizard Gandalf wannabe, the cosplayer from Misfits. Vetheo looking for that dive onto the backline. Razork down to half HP. Magifelix goes in. Dragon stolen away as the fight really begins. Jeskla still alive on the backline, but Vetheo in that shroud is trying to get on towards that Tristana. WhiteKnight's already killed off Vander. promisq and Zanzarah still alive. Vetheo not so much in the stopwatch. Will still die. Zanzarah survives. Now Jeskla, it's all on you. 4 members of Astralis alive, but those health bars are ticking, ticking, ticking. And HiRit is looking to get in. Spectral Maw, stun, ignite, down. Jeskla surviving, healing off the minions, just about able to get himself out alive. And now Astralis, do you continue for this? Do you look for the fight, or do you accept and back away? But that fight was a lot closer than perhaps we would have expected.
Well, you can see how much closer these fights are. You know, we talked about the comps at the very beginning.
Oh, Razork's just dead.
Yes, Razork is in fact just
up.
dead. Yes, that is correct, Medic. You had Razork dead, the Baron is being started off for Astralis, and this could be the turning point to get them back into the game.
I mean, I joked about it. G2 lost a 10k gold lead to Misfits only last week. Here, Astralis looking to fight back from 8k gold behind. Jeskla, no flash, no heal, no summoners on that AD carry, but Vander's already low. Solar Flare goes down onto HiRit. Vetheo still looking for that flank position, has the perfect execution. The Baron down to 2,000, no smite on Misfits. Remember, Astralis will secure this Baron. Zanzarah smites it away. Jeskla jumps out of the back of the pit, and in goes HiRit, but the Crescent Guard will keep him alive for the moment. Vetheo diving forward. You're going to go any further, you can feel it. Zenith Blade comes in, Magifelix with the stopwatch, and Vander is already dead. Vetheo dodges out with the perfect execution. HiRit steals away the Alistar, and he's looking for an engage. Doesn't have a flash, of course, on this cow. Heartbreaker coming out, Spectral Maw, stun, just short.
With that last Baron, they use it to actually break into the base of Astralis. Because they weren't able to do that, and because Astralis have actually been able to find
late games now. Magifelix is off towards the top lane, mid lane, tier 2, fallen. Kobbe down to about 800, about 500 now as WhiteKnight continues to hit the cleavers. I will not call them infected bone saws. That's a weird name.
Okay, just towers
cleaver after cleaver.
Knocked down. Like you can see, the WhiteKnight's just tanking this one
up. Just walk straight through.
And they're going to take it with the cannon minion. Magifelix split pushing. The momentum of the game is very quickly switching over. Misfits only find themselves with a 2.5k gold lead right now. They're going to lose their inhibitor as well. And they're just waiting for the Baron to run out, but it's not going to run out before their inhibitor falls.
Misfits are 23 and 40.
They will surprise everyone. Perhaps that road to playoffs, well, I mean, it's still very real for them, especially if they can get this win against Misfits. It would be a very big win for them. But now the fourth Drake spawning once again.
Magifelix in the mid lane, the sun's going to come down. There's the solar flare, they're trying to burst through WhiteKnight, and they managed to do it. That's already one down. Magifelix was not in the fight, and Misfits struck. Went straight on to the Mundo as HiRit looks for the chase on Magifelix, but Misfits, all this for a Cloud Drake. The third of the game. They will have about 40 seconds after they take it, with an extra man advantage on the map as well.
Whew. Wow, okay, so well played by Misfits. They go back.
Flank I've seen in a while. Has got the Hex Flash. Could look to see perhaps if Jeskla is jumped on. Misfits setting up around the Baron, which spawns in a minute, but really they're just playing for vision control. promisq still waiting in the woods. Jeskla locked up, able to jump away with the buffer, and there's Zanzarah as well with the Crescent Guard in the front line, and now here comes promisq. It's a three-man knockup. Vetheo diving onto the back line, and Vetheo almost dies. Jeskla down to 200 HP, still has the GA, but Misfits are winning this fight for the moment, but can Jeskla put the damage down? They've got vision in there, and here goes Magifelix, and here goes Jeskla, and there goes Kobbe! Pops the GA, kills Magifelix, and now in a 3v1, what can he do?
It's definitely coming up clutch right now. I think that's smart as well. Focus promisq. You know that's the weak link and the best angle for you to go for, but I don't think he's going to have any other choices as he gets one shot by Jeskla. The late game Tristana coming in clutch, and I thought that team fight was going to cement the loss for Misfits. He's protected. No one is diving on him anymore, and so he, alongside Magifelix, can get kill after kill. Then this flash from Kobbe was just...
Here as that tower in the bottom lane will fall like paper in front of a strong pair of scissors. Jeskla cuts. Misfits continue to try and defend, but now the minion wave is here. Vander goes in, they're looking for the burst once again, and WhiteKnight is already down. The tower still stands. Feathers going out from Kobbe. Razork diving onto the front line. Zanzarah pops the stopwatch. Razork does the same. Jeskla still alive. Vetheo unable to get onto the back line, and that is the jungler down for Misfits. The inhibitor next on the menu. promisq and Zanzarah down to half HP. Vetheo does still have the perfect execution, does still have the flash, but is all in lonesome right now. Hits the shuriken. Is he going to go in? TP flank available for HiRit here as he goes for the long way round. The chase has to follow though. Vander doesn't have flash, doesn't have an engage. Is HiRit just going to go in alone as he looks for Zanzarah? Puts the Harrow myth down. promisq knocks him out straight away, and there's the stopwatch. Jeskla still has the jump to get away from this one. That Cloud Drake on the menu. Zanzarah will secure it with Jeskla. Vetheo diving in into the shroud, looking to see if he can perhaps get on towards the enemy AD carry, but he just can't do it. He just can't do enough. Go stopwatch will stop time for a second. promisq distracting Kobbe off towards the top side. HiRit still has the GA, and Misfits might be able to win out this fight. Here it goes into the GA. Jeskla putting as much damage down as he can, but the shutdown comes out. Kobbe will take it on Magifelix. Jeskla, Zanzarah.
They still have the Baron, but Misfits have their eyes set on the Nexus. 4 versus 3 with Razork in tow. Misfits looking to close out this game.
Vetheo about to get his ult back on it. Almost takes down the tower, but the minion wave has been cleansed. Razork will have the ultimate here if they want to dive the Nexus towers. Kobbe goes low. Vander misses the Zenith Blade, and now Kobbe on the front line. Featherstorm coming out. He's still got the flash, remember. Flashes away, but Kobbe's so low. Stun going on to Zanzarah. Jeskla with a flank position here on this Tristana. Just needs one auto attack for the reset. WhiteKnight flashes forward. Shut down. Jeskla bashes away from the Spectral more, and Vetheo tries to get on him. Vetheo kills him. Can they do it? No AD carry on either side, and now it's really up to the rest of them to brawl it out to see who can win this game. 43 minutes in, it's been neck and neck, but who is going to win the team fight? Vander fighting promisq. Vetheo is going to kill him off, and Misfits have done it. WhiteKnight, the last man standing, but Magifelix is in the base. Can he do it? Magifaker with the backdoor. We mentioned our slot. Magifelix, you got to clean out. You got to clean the minions as quickly as you can because Vetheo is now here. Magifelix takes the second Nexus tower, takes the perfect execution. Magifelix, is he going to take the game right out of Misfits' grasp? He's almost killed off Vetheo. Here comes Vander. Magifelix still doing it. The solar flare gets the stun, but Magifelix takes the win.
Oh my word! Magifelix actually backdoors Misfits. And just as Misfits stole a 10k gold deficit away from